He is always playing with my emotions. What should I do? How can I protect myself? Hello ladies and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Alex Cormont, your French relationship expert, and in today's video I really want to help you to protect yourself when someone is playing with your emotions, specifically your boyfriend, your husband or your date. But before to dive in and to give you my advice, I want you, yes you, to download my free ebook, The Truth About Love. Because in this ebook, which is a bestseller in France and Europe, you can have it for free just in the description link. In this ebook, you will learn what is real love and all the misconceptions that we receive from Hollywood, from Walt Disney. Because if today you let a man play with your emotions, it's because you're too nice and also because you have a misconception about love. So my tip number one is really for you to read this book and to understand why. Why did you let a man to play with your emotions? Maybe you're too nice, maybe you don't know how to say no, and maybe you put this man on a pedestal. By understanding why, you will be able to protect yourself in the long term. I will give you some solutions, but if you want to make sure that this situation will not be reproduced one more time, you need to understand the source. You need really to understand the root of the problem, okay? So tip number one, understand the why. Tip number two, when you want to protect yourself and to not let a man play with your emotions. Let me explain to you what happened here. As men, we play with you, okay? Not me, but men will play with you. And if they feel that you will react, they will continue. So if they are punching you emotionally and you're still reacting to that, they will continue. The best reaction you can have now is ignorance. You have to ignore this man and make sure that whatever he does, that will not touch you. You know that you're stronger, you know that you're smarter, and you know that you feel confident. So this is why you have to follow my advice to ignore a man that is playing with your emotions. Tip number two, you need to tell him that you don't like his behavior. You need to set some boundaries. It's really important for you to will explain what you feel, because then he will have no other choice to change. And in order to do that, you need to set some boundaries and just tell him, you know what, I don't like this behavior. And then you ignore him. Tip number three, when a person is playing with your emotions, they play with your emotion because they have the control. And this is why it's time to rebuild your life. It's time to go to the gym. It's time to change the way you dress. It's time to be happy with your friends and with your work. Because then, I cannot control you. You have so much power and so much control that your life will be in your hands. And even if I want to try to play with you, I will not be able to do it. So it's not a long-term plan. It's not a long-term goal. It's actions that you should do now to get results as soon as possible. And I've coached so many women. I was so sad for them to see that a man can play with you, play with your emotion. They just want to keep you aside. They just want to make sure that they are still owning you. Can you imagine that people are like this? I know it's weird. I know it's not natural to think like this, but you have to protect yourself. Also, I want you to grab a paper and to just jot a list of things that you will never allow from a man. They cannot raise their voice. They cannot talk down to you. They cannot tell you that you're not enough for them. Because if you let people do that, they will always play for your emotions and with your emotions. And it's time to change this together. So the first action you should do is to jot on this paper, what will you never let a man do anymore? And you know what? Let's leave a comment right below. Let's have this engagement because I love this community. I love you guys. I know you're doing the best for your life. And it starts with just one comment. Then it starts with a like and to subscribe to this amazing community. You can change your life. You can empower yourself. And you can get the guy you want, but a guy that will respect you. I will see you soon for a new video. If you want to go further, don't forget to come on my website, FrenchRelationshipExpert.com. You have tons of articles and you can even book a private coaching session with me. I will see you soon for a new video. Remind you, don't let anyone else play with your emotions. You deserve the best. I will see you soon, ladies. Bye-bye.